Ah, yeah. Oh, hi. Welcome to another day of streaming. And where did I get my gloves? Nice and black. So today I was thinking about painting the rider, as he is still very gray. It's about time to move him to his mount. I only have to finish the leather, and I will finish the saddle when the rider is on there, because I have no idea how much of the highlights I can place without them being covered up by the rider. So I figured just keep it as it is right now, put the rider on top, and then see what is exposed and what not. So um, I'm going to cover the rider in some matte varnish, which will help with the paint. And while that is drying, I'm going to finish the leather, which is quite easy, so timing should be about the same, I hope. Using this one again, one of my favorites, especially when I'm taking pictures. That one is really helpful. But it also works very nice as a grip layer. Sometimes I need that. Don't know why the paint sometimes doesn't stick to this primer, but this works good enough. Keep him out of the frame. Oh. Let's just hope today is not a day like that. Mm. There was still a piece of support underneath his cape. Okay, let that dry. And in the meantime, work on his leather. Purple, purple. So I just used the red brown and added some black and some purple to it to get that shadow color. And don't forget these. Let's just finish these as well before I forget them, which I kinda already did. I was so focused on the other side because that's the side you can see. I kind of forgot about this one. And then I can make the transitions a bit better by going back in with that same red brown. About these again. And then for the highlights, I'm going to use that same brown and mix it with a bit of yellow and a bit of white. And make it a very nice and thin layer. Let's see. Need it a bit lighter. And then I'm going back and forth with that brush, so I don't have an abrupt end anywhere. And when I paint like that, you don't get any harsh lines, so the transition is way smoother. And while I'm at it, I'm going to add that edge highlight as well. One side, quite simple, nothing spectacular or anything. So same for the other side. Sometimes it's easier to just turn around the model instead of getting that very weird hand position to get the edge highlight. And I mean, why not? You can just turn this thing around. Why should you go all the way, like turning your head in a weird angle? Often I'm just drawing in the places where I want the highlights and the shadows, and then blend them with the colors already on there. So in this case, the red brown. Because if you can see where the highlights should go, it's easier to focus on the end result, because you always have that weird moment, the in-between stage, where everything just looks weird and stupid, and that moment when you have to tell yourself to keep your eyes on the finish. And by sketching in the highlights and the shadows, it's easier, because you know where you're working towards. It's a bit tricky to paint these leather straps with the thingies in between, but I'm trying my best not to mess those up. Going back with a bit of that red-brown, and make the transitions a bit smoother. Air bubble. And then as the last step, one more bright highlight, so just a bit more of that light yellow mixed to the previous color I blended, I mixed. So it's even lighter. There's a hair sticking out of my brush. Hey, good evening. I'm doing okay. Just currently enjoying some leather work. And it's a bit fiddly, so I'm trying to focus. Almost there. Just some scratches here and there. And voila. Oh, this one. There. You enjoys household work. Huh. Well, that needs to happen as well. I'm sure you enjoy the fact it's clean now. Keep missing things.